Welcome into Tips for Gamers. Today we are going to show you guys how to upgrade offensive linemen in Madden 23. Let's see if we can get this video to 300 likes. Let's see if you guys have what it takes. Also, comment down below who's your favorite offensive lineman in the league right now. So when it comes to offensive linemen, you guys need to always consider that the development is one of the first things to be whacked if you guys have in your settings to where there's development regression. So always think in the mindset that your offensive lineman's development is going to drop. Because if you think with this mindset, you're going to be more aggressive and less lenient on bullcrap. So if I look at his age, I look at how many years he's played in the league, and the reason I look at the years is only because of the rookie contract. If he's a 2-year pro, he's 24 years old, like you see Ezra Cleveland here, then I know that, and I'm already in the playoffs now, so this year's over. He's about to be a 3-year pro, and he's coming up on a contract. Okay, so I have to look at him and decide, for one, can I get you to a high enough overall to where you can actually start on my team? Does your archetype fit the archetype I need for my playbooks and schemes? And then the next one is, if it doesn't, do I just work on upgrading him to the highest overall possible to where I can just trade him away for a player that I actually want? Remember, just because he doesn't fit on your team doesn't mean he's not going to fit on someone else's team. That's not the way it is. Okay, so you have to be strict with pinpointing how good he is going to be. If his development goes away right now, what's that going to look like? In Ezra's case, it's going to be ugly. 73 overall right now, 2-year pro, and if he was a normal dev, you'd be cutting him ASAP. The other thing too is if he is better suited somewhere else in your offensive line, don't be stuck in the mud and just think he has to play left guard or center or right guard or right tackle or left tackle. Okay, move your guys around. Size isn't as big as it is in real life. Most of the time, they're not going to start a tackle that's not 6'5" or around there, right? They're just not going to do it unless he's just different than the other guys. 6'3" guys around there, those guys are typically your guards. And that's just the way it is. You can see with Cleveland here, he's 6'6". This guy can play tackle if he wanted to. He's just that big. He's a very big left guard in general terms, and tackles are typically your lengthier guys. They need that arm length. So if I have to move him to another spot on my offensive line, fine. If I can't move him to any spot because he's just not going to simply fit the scheme, I'm going to upgrade him the best that I can at what he's best at, and then I'm going to trade him away. Okay? But there's also another thing that you have to think about here. Power is on its own island. Okay, that's the way it is. Power is by itself. Agile and pass protector are close together. So if I upgrade his agile, his pass protector is going to start increasing over time as well. Same thing, if I upgrade his pass protecting, his agile is going to increase. It's not going to always be a 1-for-1, but you're going to see those two relate a lot closer together than power. So let's show you some examples here. If I upgrade his power, it's a 73 now. He's going to jump up to a 74. Okay, and there's always a 5-point difference. If he's within 5 points and he's a superstar dev, star dev, and he's a rookie, you can work on the one that you really need to get to, which is, 5 points behind, let's say. But that is the cap, and you just have to be really confident in your system, because if you spend too much time trying to get a guy up or thinking that you can get a guy up and it doesn't work, you just wasted all his time. You wasted a future draft pick because you could have traded him away for a draft pick. So just be really strict and strategize properly, okay? Because especially when I'm deep in a rebuild and I don't have time for messing around, I'm going to upgrade him what he's best at, trade him away, and get someone who is better fitted. If he's a lower overall guy, I'm not going to worry about upgrading him to try and fit my scheme. I need him to be the best at whatever he's good at because it's going to help me win. So I'll upgrade him as a power, and I won't even have power anything to do with my offense. But I'm going to make sure he's a 70 overall power guy instead of a 62 overall pass protector, because I need him to be the best at whatever he's best at. It's going to help me. So we're going to upgrade his agile here, and you'll see his pass protector start to get closely behind and start to upgrade with it. So it's at a 73, and this is at a 62. So we'll see here when we upgrade his pass protecting, he jumps up. Okay, you can see it's at a 62. We'll upgrade it again here. Let's see if it jumps up to a 63. You can see it jumped up to a 63. We'll upgrade this as well. See if it goes to a 64, and it does. It goes to a 64. You notice his power is staying pretty consistent. At times, you'll see the power jump up too, but that's because the guy is really a power guy. Okay, so you can see here as you start to upgrade that agile, you're going to get help from in the pass protecting range as well. So you can see we got him to a 79 overall, and now he's a 67 overall pass protector instead of a 62. It's the same thing. If you do pass protectors, agile is going to jump up as well. The power is going to stay pretty consistent. So with the offensive lineman like this, there's several methods that you can do to try and profit from this situation, right? This guy he's not good. He's a 3-year pro, so he's already coming up on a contract. So I have a contract right now coming this offseason that I have to pay this guy. Well, he's not gonna be very much money for me to sign him. So at this point, I could either sign him, then upgrade him, and then trade him away for profit. If you don't want to do that, you want to be more realistic, then you could just upgrade him what he's best at. I wouldn't franchise tag him because it's going to be just way too expensive for him. Still try to sign him for a year or something, mostly salary, and then trade him away. That's really what I would do here. But in this situation, why am I going to try and fight it and make him an agile guy? He's never going to pan out as an agile guy for me. Even if I fight against this grain, XP is too hard to come by to try and make a guy like this fit your system. So instead, I'm going to just take him and say, hey, let's just upgrade his power, make him as good as power as possible. And at times you'll see agile jump up or power jump up. And then right here, you're looking at a completely different lineman from a 65 to a 70 overall. And his value just jumped up to probably, I would say, a 4th round pick, maybe a 5th round pick, something like that. Another guy here, this guy is a great example. Darasaw, he is humongous, and he is a powerful guy. So if I upgrade his agile, chances are his power might upgrade as well. Okay, and you'll have a little bit of a buffer to try to take over that power. So you didn't see him actually upgrade his power here. That's fine. But he is one of those guys that his power can upgrade as well. But you're going to see his pass protecting go up. You'll see it go to an 80. So now he's an 83. And if you do the same with the pass protector, you'll see the agile go up. So right here, hopefully he now gets to an 80 pass protector. And now it's a completely different guy. And so you can see his actual pass protector jumped up 2 points. You can see it went from the 79, now it's an 81 from that last upgrade. Okay, so that's what I wanted you guys to understand. I want you guys to understand that if you're working on pass protector, know the agile is going to follow. Power is by itself. It's on an island. So power guys are guys that are just, they have it or they don't, and it's really hard to work on over time. When your guy gets to a high enough overall, obviously the power will start to increase as well, but that's really what you guys need to understand. You need to know the difference in how it works. Those two are correlated. The other one is not. Trade the guy away, build him up as much as possible, and trade him away if he doesn't fit, if he can't be moved to the different spot on your offensive line. Always think the development is going to go away because there is a chance that it will. And just be aggressive on these guys. Be strategic. And don't accept like, hey, I'm going to just keep grinding and busting my head on this agile or this power or this pass protecting when it just doesn't make sense. Hopefully this helped you guys.